Hello guys and welcome back to another trade recap. Today it is Wednesday the 14th of January and I took 2 TP trades today and 1 SL trade. I made $620 across my 250k Express and I only made $109 on my Alpha Fund account. Now I'll walk you guys through the trades I took and what my idea was for the day. So like I sent out in daily bias in my Discord, I write here was kind of bullish first when we were here before market open. And why I was bullish was just basically because we have all this liquidity to the upside. We have London high, Asia high. Also saw this as a AMD basically, accumulation and accumulation here and then manipulation down. It's a kind of a market maker buy model. And also if we zoom out to the higher time frames in the 1 hour, all we've been doing here recently is going down to the low and then going up, going down to the low and going up. So we reacted here and I kind of saw this as, yeah, we're gonna react, boom, go up. But what I did say in my daily bias was, if we break below this 1 hour RB we created here, I view us being bearish and I think that the bullish scenario is wrong, which is what played out. And why I thought that was because we're actually doing something here that we haven't really done before. We're changing structure. So right here we've just had big dips then straight up again. Basically, and here we have just gone down slowly, then big dip, and then we respect this 1 hour gap, and then we go down. So if we want to go below this low, we have nothing supporting us here really, and I just view it as very high probability that we're just gonna run all of these lows that we've been resting for quite some time, and they have been very due to be taken. So yeah, that's just how I view it. So at market open, let's see here, we do drop lower, or first we go a little lower, then we go up. I know a lot of people probably got faked out long here. And why I didn't like take a continuation long here was basically just because this had SMT. I think it was like this, we had SMT right here, so this high is protected, and then we react down from this 1 hour rejection block. And yeah, I just wasn't too convinced that we were gonna go up from here. So I faded this one. And my idea was that, okay, maybe if I'm wrong and we're gonna go up, I can just catch a continuation long. I don't have to stress getting an entry. I can just wait for us to react up here, bam, go up. Since if we're gonna go up here, draw is gonna be all of these highs. So then I can catch a continuation long. So I'm not stressing about trying to catch anything early here. So yep, then we go down, we sweep a lot of lows, and here when we make this big move down, I just become very confident that we're gonna sweep all of this liquidity, want to come on into this 4 hour unfilled gap right there, a low resting right there and right there, which we reverse right before all of that. So here I become very confident that draw is gonna be still lower since we just reversed before that. And if we mark out the fib levels right here, we rebalanced this entire range, we come into a 15-minute gap right here, bam, we come into the 15-minute. I did not mean to do that. And also this kind acts as resistance now, the previous lows right here. And if we go into the 5-minute, yeah, we did create a 5-minute cyst right here, but I just view that as manipulation to get people to go long, since my dollar is very, very clearly lower. We get an internal SMT right here. I do think, or yeah, we did. Okay, so we're in our PY. What I want to see here, since I don't have an exact point of entry right here, I don't know exactly where it's going to reject from. So here, what I basically just wait for is I wanted to see how the 5-minute was going to handle this gap. That's basically what I want to wait for. We reject off of 7.2 or 0.72, I mean, the 0.72 level. And we also have this most recent low acting as resistance for this zone. And yeah, I just want to wait for the 5-minute close. 5 minutes shows very good rejection from that fair value gap, and we close bearish, create a nice rejection block right here, which I just trigger entry off once we tap it again. And here we also, very important in the lower time frames, which is why I waited and did not take a lower time frame entry here, is because we did not yet have any final manipulation. Here is the final manipulation. We go down, make a high, trick people to go short, then boom, go up, re-sweep it with the SMT right there, and then we close all of the time frames at the same time, create an RB in every time frame, and just trigger entry. And in the 30-second right here, we also had a little order block, basically. And okay. So yeah, then we just shop a little bit, and we go up, we touch the C of the 5 minute, and then we reject lower, we create a bullish SMT right there, and I basically go break even once we did that. So it was kind of close to stopping me out break even, but then it ended up pushing down lower. And this is kind of, I messed up a little bit. I had 4 contracts, I was gonna take one off once we touched 0.5 level. ES was also weaker at the time, so yeah, I was gonna take off 1 out of 4 contracts just to secure some profit here, but I accidentally added 1 contract right here. So I added 1, and then I just instantly sold that one and 1 more as well. So I had 3 contracts, but I messed up my entry a little bit right here, which comes in play, because now I know, okay, my entry is kind of messed up, and I have a higher chance of getting stopped out. My entry went from right here to like right here, I think. So that just kind of messed me up, and then I took another partial right here. And then once we created our RB and we're rejecting off 10 AM, I just took all off right here. So then my actual RR became like, I think I had 1 to 4 RR basically. Basically 1 to 4 RR. So that was the trade on my TopStep account, and on my, let's see if I still have the box out. I don't think I have. Yeah, I do. Okay, so this was the second short, which was also really nice. So as you can see here, my draw is still lower at this point in time. We have taken all of this, but we still had an end dog below, and once we're making this big of a structure break to the downside, I expect us to just want to come down into this end dog and maybe even come down to the slow. So yeah, draw is still lower. I'm just going with the trend here basically. So here we have 10 AM, which lines up pretty good with the CE of the 3 minute gap, and we also have a 15 minute gap here. Lines up very well with the 0.5 level. So just 3 things aligning very good here, and we also have this recent low here, which acts as resistance for this level. So just a very nice zone to short off of. And here ES also took out this high, so we also have a bearish SMT right here. So this trade is really, really nice. And I kind of messed up here because I wanted to see a rejection from this area, because I wasn't too sure where to put stop loss. But so I got a little worse entry, and then I put stop loss at this high since I didn't see a reason to resweep it, but that kind of messed up. I just got swept out, and then I re-entered once we made assist and retested like this level up here. But I entered with less contracts since I got a worse entry, bigger stop loss, and already was down on the day here. What I should have done is just had a limit right here at the 10 AM and just had like a manual like 15 point stop or something, like maybe, yeah, something like that, 15 point stop, 20 point stop maybe. That's what I should have done, but yeah, I got stopped out there. I re-entered, and here I took very bad partials. I had 2 contracts. I took 1 off right here just because I don't even know why. I took 1 off right here, which made me break even on the day, and then I was gonna hold the last one to here, but I think I took it off like right here, because ES, yeah, I don't even know, ES was a little bit weaker, but yeah, it was a very bad decision. And yeah, I handled this trade very bad, but other than that, very, very good trade. But like I said, should have had an entry up here. This is the optimal way to do it. So maybe like a 17 point stop, and then no, I should not have any partial there because my draw is lower. We should have no reason to want to react or like go up from 0.5 to up here. So maybe like take one contract off. I should have had like 4 contracts here. Maybe take one off, but yeah, very unnecessary. Just hold it to these relative equal lows right there. So that's how the trade should have been played, been managed. But yeah, very nice day. 2 very good setups, and I got my first payout today. Actually, I just requested it, $450 from my Express account. So that's very nice. So yeah, that was the trade recap for today.